Yes, you joined Dan and I post-match here in Adelaide after a pretty comprehensive performance from the Lions. What do you make of that?
Clinical, disciplined, accurate, exactly what Test match rugby is all about. That's how you play Test match rugby. You strangle a team defensively, you put as much pressure on them as possible, make the team become ill-disciplined and clinical when you get in the 22. And I thought the Lions did all of those things tonight. I thought it was almost a coming of age performance on tour, wasn't it?
You felt it was coming, didn't you?
You felt like they threatened to do that for long periods of lots of games on tour, but I just think that tonight you've seen the result of probably all the good bits we've seen on tour, minus the handling errors, the breakdown issues, the penalties, etc. And I just think they're in a really good place come next Saturday now.
What a strong start. A number of tries out there. I mean, you mentioned next Saturday. We are now 1 week away from the first test. Given the brilliant scoreline, what do you think the work-ons are going to be over the next 7 days?
Backing that up, I think. I think backing it up is the big thing. You know, yes, the opposition were disappointing tonight, mainly because of how much pressure the Lions exerted on them. But you have to say, if Australia perform like that next week, then it's going to be a disappointing series for everyone, sort of thing. So you know that Australia are going to hit another level. But I think it's, can they back that up now? Because we've seen over the course of the tour that there's been some really good parts, and then we've seen some disappointments. Really good parts, disappointment. So I think from Andy Farrell on his side is, can you replicate that 80 minutes or as close to that 80 minutes as possible against Australia? Because if they do, I think they win the Test match next Saturday. Some
big decisions now for Andy Farrell. We've talked about how this was the final audition before that first test. I wonder who really put their hand up for you tonight, Dan?
Do you know what, Elliot? I think every single person on that field has advanced their position, because I think what Andy Farrell spoke about from minute one of this Lions Tour selection is that he wants team players, team first, no egos, no individuals, etc. And I think every single person over the course of that 80 minutes delivered that tonight. So I think we talked about the Canberra game and the Brumbies game, thinking, oh well, that's basically Test selection wrapped up. I think there's a few twists and tails off the back of tonight. I think every single person. I thought Ben White was excellent.
Yeah.
You know, everybody thought, right, Gibson Park is going to probably play at 9, Mitchell on the bench, but I thought Ben White was really good tonight. The centres were brilliant. You know, we don't know what's going to happen with Gary Ringrose, whether he's going to be 100% fit or not. But I thought Hugh Jones was brilliant. Keenan was excellent. So I can't think of anybody out on that pitch tonight who
has not given a really good account of themselves.
Given Andy Farrell a headache going into Test selection week.
And he loves that. Speaking to Andy, this is what he wants, and he said the same post-match. He wants to have those tough calls to make. So it is going to be an interesting few days.
Well, as a player, you don't want to make the job easy for the coach. So it could have been really easy for these guys to come out here, been individual, had a bit, you know, dropped the lip a little bit, dropped the bottom lip, and thought, oh well, it's not going to be my time, and I have to wait for next week, etc., etc. So don't give the coaches the easy decision. Make it hard for them, and I'm sure that Andy and his coaching staff over the next couple of days are going to have some difficult calls to make.
Yeah, interesting. We were sorry to see Luke Cowan-Dickey leave the field. We wait for more information on that, whether someone else has to get a call out here to Australia. So we wait for an update on that. One thing he did mention post-match, Andy Farrell, was how much I think everyone, including us, are looking forward to not flying somewhere every 2 days and unpacking our bags a bit more.
Well, I certainly am. I'm looking forward to packing the bag, putting it in the cupboard, and literally not like getting clothes on hangers for the whole week. So so that would be great. It's going to be an amazing week in Brisbane, isn't it? It's got so much excitement, so much sort of build up for it. The crowd is in, the sea of red is here.
It's
just
here.
it just felt like today. It felt like to me today or tonight the tour has started in a sense, in terms of the amount of people that have arrived here, the atmosphere, the performance. Heading into Test week, just perfect timing.
Yeah, here we go. Test 1, just 1 week away. Of course, it is live on Sky Sports, and Dan and I will be back with you with the build-up throughout the week as we wait for Andy Farrell to name his Test side.